Hey guys, Filtrate here. How you guys all doing? Welcome to another video. PS5 UI Interface is here and IGN uploaded 2 days ago. So we're gonna see main menu, how it looks like, how this SSD storage is working, and so basically it's a double speed on a PS4 Pro. And we're having lots of footages behind this. So let's take a look. So we're gonna see basically main menu screen right now. It's by
Hi everyone,
IGN.
I'm Hideaki Nishino, and I head up PlayStation's platform planning and management team, which includes product and UX design. Today, we are finally going to give you a look at the PlayStation 5 user experience. We will see some of the features that enable games to work together with the hardware and network to deliver a truly next-generation experience.
These neon colors are really
for a PS5 user experience
kind of a, you know,
we believe that your
really
playtime
looks like
is
next
valuable
gen.
and should be meaningful. PlayStation team members from all around the world work to deliver a PS5 experience that is completely
Look, those
centered on
particles
you,
as well.
the
Okay,
player,
press the PS button on your
connecting you with
controller.
a great play and a passionate community of gamers. With a look and feel that's designed for 4K TVs, the PS5 user experience was built from the ground up to take advantage of the console capabilities, complementing the transformative games coming with this new generation. I should note that this video tour is from a pre-production environment on the PS5 console, so there may be a few small wrinkles or minor changes once the console launches in November. And now, let's check it out, courtesy of our own Sid Schumann.
Thanks, Nishino-san. Welcome to your new PlayStation 5 console experience. This time, we've started up from rest mode. We've already created an account and signed into PlayStation Network, so let's log in.
Rest mode, looks really nice. Similar to the PS4. Wow,
In
it
this
pops
case,
in
I
right
resumed
away.
right where I left off in Sackboy: A Big Adventure. And here, we're looking at PlayStation 5's Control Center. From here, it's one click and we're right back into the game, but let's take a moment
Turn on
and
power,
look around.
controller, speaker,
The
music,
Control
so
Center is
much of the
always
things,
one
man.
tap of the PlayStation button away.
So now it's
Provides
down below.
immediate access to almost everything you need from the system without leaving the game. This includes things like seeing who is online, checking the status of a download, managing your controller, power, and more.
You can change between different accounts.
These colorful
Yeah.
characters are called cards, and they let you interact with games and the system in a variety of ways. First, as we've just resumed, the Control Center is showing a special card that allows me to get up to date on recent stories posted by publishers for games I am following. Another card here shows me recent media I've captured from my gameplay using the Create button on the
Screenshots.
DualSense controller.
Wow.
Let's check out one of the most powerful new features of the PS5 console. They're actually just to the right in this row, and we call them activities. Activities are part of the plan to remove barriers to gameplay. Let's get an example of one way they're used in Sackboy: A Big Adventure. With a tap of the PlayStation button, I'm back to playing the game. Sackboy: A Big Adventure is packed with things to discover, and each level represents one type of activity I can play, many of which I can go back to later to discover more.
Never played Little Big Planet, but it seems nice. Like, it seems solid game.
I tapped the PlayStation button to bring up the Control Center again. I could see a number of available activities.
This game doesn't need to load, really. It's, you know, it's not that hard to run it on this console. Let's be honest here.
See that I haven't quite completed this level yet. I'm at 33%. Let's open it up and see more.
There are more informations
Here I
behind
can
every
see
panel
more
of the game.
information,
Yes,
including
yes.
key objectives I haven't met.
Look
And I'm
at
seeing a
that.
very important piece of information here. It says about 10 minutes left. This is PlayStation 5's personalized playtime estimate, giving me an idea how long it will take me to complete this activity. Some activities even let you jump directly to that place in the game. But there's more to see here. For another example, let's open that activity back up.
Looks really clear, so almost like it's 4K input. And yeah, I think it's supposed to be.
It looks like I missed an objective to find the monk robe's costume piece. Looks like I need a little help. Some in-game activities, like this one, offer official game help. Game help is included as a benefit for active PlayStation Plus members in some PS5 games. In this case, I can open up that objective to get some hints without resorting to a web search, or digging through long videos or articles that might contain spoilers. This particular hint is a video, and I can play it here in the card, and I can expand it to get a bigger view without leaving the game. Sometimes it's really useful to be able to see the hint on screen while you play. Some cards can be put in a picture-in-picture mode.
That wasn't possible on this 8th gen. On current gen that's not possible. So you can play the video as long as you're in the game. You don't need to leave the game to see your footage. You don't need to leave the game, you know. Share button, you had to push the share button twice, then you're recording it. But in this case, while you record it, you don't need to leave the game to be able to open it. So you can see it's like a tab, it's almost like a real computer.
Here, I'm opening an interactive notification with a tab of the PlayStation
feature.
button, and I've decided to join the voice chat that my friend just entered. Now, my friend could have done this on the PlayStation
party?
app for mobile
That's
devices,
available
or PS4,
also on
or in this
9th
case,
gen.
from a PS5. The DualSense controller features an integrated microphone too, so I could start talking right away. But I always have the ability
cool.
to hit the mute button on the controller or in the menus.
Built-in microphone it has.
Parties take on an
DualSense.
expanded role with PS5, and they now provide persistent spaces to connect with groups that you play with. Here I have a couple of friends chatting away in the party. One of them has started sharing their screen with the group. Looks like they're playing Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. We can chat while we play, and I can watch his progress as well.
That game is sick on PS4 also. Like I'm having it.
This is another card that could be put in picture-in-picture mode.
I played it twice
Into
now.
the side while you play.
I gave it to my friend. He never played Uncharted: Lost Legacy, so he's gonna enjoy that game. The whole Uncharted franchise is the best franchise that I ever played. But so far, so good. UI interface.
And how you can get in-game
Everything is in place. Everything has a sense. Like in one tab includes just one game and everything.
I see that some of my friends are online, so it's time to say goodbye to Sackboy for now and spin up a match of Destruction All-Stars. One of my friends in the party has already started a match, and we can join them from this card in Control Center. And there we go, Destruction All-Stars.
So you can join right away. Destruction
PS5's
All-Stars.
ultra-high-speed SSD.
Ultra-speed SSD storage. Yeah, SSD provides that.
Okay, I think we've got enough
No
people
loading
on the party,
times.
so let's jump
Okay,
in.
so it looks
We're keeping
promising
the
to
focus
me
on
right
PS5's
now.
user experience today, so
That was
let's zip
legit
ahead
when
so
they
we
said
can
it.
see more.
They meant when they said it. So they meant that.
And just like that, we're in. We don't have time to play a full match today, but I do think we have time to take a quick photo. To do that, I'll just tap the Create button on the DualSense controller. PS5 is always capturing recent gameplay, but when you compose a shot, even using in-game photo mode, you can capture a high-quality screenshot here. This optimizes capturing the moment, letting you review and choose to share later on.
So this has to be record button, record on the right side, and you can see the previous footage on the left side.
Far, we've shown off how to jump into activities, how to chat with your friends, get into groups together to play, capturing gameplay, all of that while in game. But what if I want to play a different game? Welcome to the PlayStation 5 home screen. This is where you'll land when you start up from a powered off state, and where you'll go when you want to choose a new game to play or download. The layout of the space is designed to present games and game content beautifully on a 4K display, with simple and super fast access to what you need.
Is there any music in the background, like a theme, you know, that's ready to fall in the rest mode?
Each game has its own hub completely integrated, so all you need to do is scroll down to see activities you can jump right into.
There is something, yeah, alongside the background that I can hear.
Backward compatible PS4 titles will benefit
like a
from
nap time mode when it's in this mode.
Let's move
wow.
one spot to the left and check out Explore, which brings together all your games. We saw a view of this from the Control Center earlier, and another view will also be in the new PlayStation
These new cube shapes
devices.
now.
Explore
That's brand
keeps you
new.
in the loop with official stories from PlayStation and from all the games you're following, including trending media from the community. We'll be testing and learning about this feature in the US at launch, so not everyone will have this on day one, but it gives you a good idea of the direction. And this is PlayStation Store for PS5. It's completely integrated into the system. It's not a standalone app anymore. Browsing for new games to play will be easier thanks to the speed of PS5 and a more personalized store experience.
That's true.
And here, you'll be able to browse the latest games and deals. You'll find PS5 games and many backward-compatible PS4 games too. I'm sad to say, but we are almost out of time. So let's pull up Control
Ratchet and
Center
Clank
one more time
Rift
and tap
Apart.
the PlayStation button.
I saw that gameplay, also looks pretty nice. Not a huge step, really, again, like Ratchet and Clank Original Remastered, also on the PS4, looks almost on the same level, but without SSD. There's no so much of a difference. The only difference is fast loading time, like actually no loading time in Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. That's the only change, that you can travel from one area to another without waiting to appear or, you know, transport anywhere. So you just
PlayStation
can
5
do it
supports
in a
voice
nick of time.
dictation in a number of languages, so you no longer have to type messages with the keyboard if you don't want to. Simply select the microphone button. Here's a
Okay,
cool
that's a nice
detail.
feature also.
If my friend hasn't yet played the activity where I captured this media, and the game's developer thinks that activity might contain spoilers, they'll receive a warning before they view it. Well, that's it for our demo. There are many more exciting features we couldn't get to today.
Pretty
but We're
good.
super excited to share more of the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation app user experience with you in the coming weeks headed to launch. And of course, this was just
Nice.
the first look at what fans could expect on day one. The team at PlayStation is committed to evolving this experience with our community in the months ahead. We look forward to sharing more. Thanks for watching.
Okay,
PlayStation.
play has no limits. Right, okay, so we're gonna end up here. My personal thoughts, pretty good. So it has a similar UI interface as a PS4, but it's much more faster. It looks like it's no laggy. There is no any lags, and SSD helps the system itself to run the games so out of blue. Just when you're doing one activity, immediately it transfers you, you know, to the thing that you've done early on. And you don't need to wait anymore. So for any things, this is a good feature about, you know, filming and watching the footage that you captured while you're playing the game at the same time. So you don't need to, you know, quit the game in order to see your gameplay footage. So that's a nice feature. The second great feature is that you can speak to your microphone and you don't need to type anymore. Now, like, that's not a problem for me, but it takes a long time, especially on a PS4. So by using touchpad, it's more easier to, you know, pick up the letters that you need, but it's more easier to speak through the microphone. Now, maybe that's the feature also on the PS4. I believe it is. Like L2, you press L2, but you need to have a microphone. So earbuds or anything, you need to have it. You have to plug in basically in your DualShock 4, and maybe there is a feature to talk through this mic on DualShock 4. So there has to be this feature has to exist. I believe it exists. So that's brilliant. Now, games that I've seen so far, like Uncharted Lost Legacy, that is backwards compatibility. So basically PS5 can run it without problems in 4K, 8K. That's a great thing also. Little Big Planet, I don't know why they showed that. That's not a big hit, that's a hit for the kids. And PlayStation 5 can provide like games for kids also, which is fine, like, you know, but I would prefer really PS1 and PS2 for kids. But PS5 really can provide, now it's going to provide much more sophisticated graphics as we see, and it has much more, it's much more faster, and SSD storage is you know, ruling this out. SSD is going to help you know, to provide better loading times. When time comes, there's going to be needed. So it's going to take at least, you know, a minute or so to get into a game if we're talking about a more sophisticated games in the future. So that's going to be noticeable for 4 to 5 years. So for now it's not the case because it's a cross-gen platform. Most of the games that they have, it's a, you know, backwards compatibility games. So that's what we can expect for the future. UI interface is top-notch. really similar to the PS4's, but it has a square shapes, so I really like that. It's really fluid, smooth. It looks like it's running 60 frames per second. So that's my opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and also we're gonna chat about it. We're gonna see some new titles that are coming out. So I'm really gonna talk about these stuff. Now it's actual, and actually, you know, need to put these stuffs out there just to see, you know, how do you feel about optical disk drive and digital edition. So which one will you buy? Also let me know. And till the next time, stay tuned and catch you later.